Yep.
Sorry, what'd you say? Perception?
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, 21.
Okay, so as you float across, you spot kind of like a little bit further down near like a little sort of dockyard area. There is like a shape of a guy sitting down in a chair, and like as you started floating across, he stood up and just like bolted away, like further in like this direction,
Okay.
kind of towards the downtown market area.
Do I lose sight? Does he turn corners?
Yeah,
and
he
stuff?
bolts around the corner like almost instantly.
Okay.
It's the movement of him like departing that what it catches your eye.
Okay. I guess I would have, when I saw him, zoomed in and taken a decently enhanced picture of him.
Okay, I'll say you rolled pretty high, so you would be able to get kind of like a profile view of his.
As he was turning to run.
Yeah, pretty much.
Perfect. All right, that's for later.
He's like probably like mid 30s human, looks pretty normal.
Okay.
Got a bit of balding, bit of like a widow's peak sort of thing.
Okay. Cool.
But
So-
you float across without any other problem or incident.
All right. Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me of the terrors of the deep, Willow.
Like, yeah, so I feel like, of all people, you should have been the one to remember that, but I guess you do think about a lot of different creatures and sometimes you get them confused. They all confused me, so...
I've been on a lot of planets. There's always... It all melts together. Honestly, I should just be avoiding every inch of ground, dirt, rock, river. Honestly, I have no idea how I've stayed alive this long.
If you didn't do that, then you would never discover anything.
Exactly.
No risk, no reward.
Alright, are you going to give Willow a float over, or Willow, are you going to just like jump or walk?
Yeah, I'm gonna like sit on top of the box while he floats that over.
Perfect.
Okay, yep.
Because I want a gigantic piece of metal below me.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, so you ford the river successfully
Mhm.
without being attacked by leeches or anything else.
Good.
And you make your way back up to the main road, kind of near where the Traveler's Inn is.
And did the guy
as-
run towards the inn or the market? I can't remember.
He
what you
ran towards the market.
Okay.
As you get on the main road and start heading back towards the hotel, you see a like one of the police cruisers that you spotted by like downtown market and by Holloway Tower. It kind of like moves up like a little ways behind you, and it like shadows you for a little bit,
Okay.
and then it goes like whoop. Does that whole like little whop thing,
Yeah.
like flashing their lights.
Yep. Okay, that means 0 to me. I look back, and
Do you stop or do you keep walking?
No, it doesn't mean anything.
You just
I look back at him like, huh?
what are they doing?
Yeah. And continue, like,
I'll move off to like the side of the road and be like, go past us, God.
yeah. I mean,
Just
Nothing
like
of that much space.
Obviously, I see our giant pinata is in the way. That's what it is. Yeah, we'll move aside.
Okay,
For
so
them to move through.
they pull up next to you, and like the window gets rolled down, and the guy inside it says,
Look, before you ask for directions, I'm not from here.
"We're not asking for directions. What are you doing?
Walking.
What is that?
What?
What is that?" And he points at it.
Box. Have you never seen a box before?
Which one does he point at? The pinata
Yeah.
or the box?
The big one.
The pinata?
Yeah, the pinata.
It is our belongings.
He kind of like pauses and is like
It's my Rudge sack. Like a rucksack?
carrying that.
Yes.
We're clearly carrying it.
Yes. I mean, haven't heard of suit augmentations? I could lift your car if I wanted.
Do you have your visor?
No, hell no.
Or
they don't see me. They don't see my face.
He says, can you take off your helmet, sir?
Not at the moment.
Open it.
Sadly, not at the moment.
Figure out a way to do it. And as he's doing that, there's like a guy who kind of steps out of the back of the truck and like starts heading around, and he does so and just sort of like stops dead in his tracks and stares at the two of you, and then walks back over to like where the driver's side is and says, "Oh, hey, oh, shit. These guys aren't vampires, Fred."
The fuck's a vampire?
We've heard that term.
Oh yes, I have. That's the thing that's like.
Yep. No. What?
How do you know, Roy? I just do.
Roy. Have we met Roy?
And he kind of like raises up his hand and is like, "Hi. We met a little ways out. I was in a different line of work then."
Was it one of the like the random guys that rolled through and was impressed by my armor? Or?
No, Roy was the guy who.
Or our armor.
Part of the group, part of Freak Show's group who had stolen your stuff, and you eventually let him go, and he said he was going to go to El Paso.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I remember you.
He said, "Yeah, these guys are good. They're fine. I don't think they're going to cause any trouble unless someone took any of their stuff." Right? No, nobody did that, did they?
No.
No, we secured our stuff this time in the big metal crate.
Okay. And the other guy kind of looks over and says, "You're sure they're not trouble?" And he nods like, "All right, well, it's your ass if there's any problems."
Hey, we mean no harm. We're just here to try and get by like everyone else.
All right.
We were on the way to doctors. I heard there was a medical facility around.
Yeah, the hospital is up the road.
Perfect. Then we'll be off the streets in no time.
All right, fine. And now that, since he seems to have just decided that you're not a problem, so he seems very uninterested in whatever you're doing at this point.
He wanted to cause it. Why would he want to pick a fight with us?
Well, it's his job.
I mean, also think of it this way. Remember every video game you ever play where you see the boss that has all the awesome loot and you want to take it?
Yep.
It doesn't matter how shitty you are. If you win,
you get
Get some XP from this fight, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he was gonna level up pretty hard if he successfully arrested us.
So Roy gets back in the car after like waving again and giving you like a thumbs up. You can't really see his expression because they've got like closed face helmets.
I give him a nod.
Willow will give him a double hand wave.
Yes, the. Yep. All right, and the police move on.
God, they were all about to be fucking in.
We're about to become wanted criminals.
Well,
I
they
mean,
were about to be in the dirt.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I can't do that power. So I think I would have shrunk their guns to nothing. They would have been little fucking
Tiny baby guns.
Like I would have done it while they were still in the holsters, so then they wouldn't even have been able to.
Like you couldn't even find the gun.
Yeah, they would have reached for it and like, what the fuck? What the? Where's my
It's
gun?
like pulling out those old like little cap guns from like the vending machine kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like single shots.
Yeah.
All right.
That would have been fun.
So you guys continue on down the road. You aren't really bothered by anyone else. When you go by like the main area, you do see a couple more police cars, and they definitely watch you, but they don't approach. So I mean,
Well, yeah, we look
probably-
suspicious as hell.
Yeah,
At 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah. It's more like 5.
Oh, Rudge, I just realized they're looking for vampires. We're carrying a giant coffin around.
You're levitating across rivers.
Well, I was kind of hoping no one saw that, but yeah, then that guy went running. That's what it was for.
Yeah.
Okay. Like no one of authority saw. Like it didn't matter. Like okay, one random guy. Who cares? He's just afraid. But no, I see what happened. He went and told.
You guys
Yeah.
are floating around carrying a coffin.
Yeah, in a place that is literally fights vampires.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So like yeah, and Rudge even like
It's a very
oh
cool one as well as it did.
oh. I understand. Yeah, we are acting quite suspicious and stupid right now.
Should we change the shape of the middle box into a big circle and roll it?
Maybe just like make emboss a sign on the side that says "Not a vampire coffin."
I like Willow's literally gonna do that. Like,
Oh yeah, put like
Not
put an
vampire.
axle, put an axle inside make a barrel that he can be inside, but make it so while I roll it, he still is flat.
oh, this is funny.
So integrate a gyro
Yes,
into your locker.
into our locker. So first make the locker a barrel, then yeah, gyro up that barrel.
I mean, you could do that, but it's
I
an
think-
unnecessary amount of work.
I was gonna say also, do you want to do this in, like the middle of the street
No,
when we're almost there?
no, this is all unnecessary. This is what we should have done in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean we're like talking about this on the way.
Yeah.
Um,
We should have done that from the start, but you know.
so you do get to the hospital. It is early morning. So Rudge, you are pretty tired at this point, and also you got shot a couple times, so you're also a little injured.
Okay. I guess
Um,
I would take some drugs. No. I am not.
I mean, you have a pretty high physical endurance, so you can soldier through until you have a chance to rest. But you definitely need to rest pretty soon,
Okay.
comfort-wise. And I guess, Willow, you're probably feeling a little bit drained, but not nearly as much.
I think like Willow actually skipped our last sleeping session pretty much.
Oh,
So
so
she,
she might be pretty tired too.
yep, that's why like when we were talking about this, she was like, I just kind of want to sleep.
Yeah, but you get to the hospital without incident. Are you going to bring in the piñata?
No, I will. I'll let it down.
I mean, it would fit through the front door, but it is going to be very
Well, I
like
I figured.
it's someone bringing like a car trailer into your waiting room.
I figured I'd let it down right outside and then ultra weight it so no one can even touch anything. They can't even lift a fucking wrench.
Sure, that works.
So,
Make it like weigh 10,000 pounds.
Yep. So the piñata's outside and just super weighted.
All right, you do that, and there's like a little bit of a crack that runs through the pavement.
Okay.
Um,
Well, it doesn't need to weigh 10,000 pounds, but enough where no one's gonna take anything.
it's fine, nobody knows. There are other cracks in the pavement,
Okay.
but it does crack it a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, it is secure.
Yep.
Um,
Better than a fucking laser turret.
So you guys step inside, and let's see, is it the same? It probably is the same. Night shift secretary kind of looks up and recognizes you, and kind of frowns when she sees the coffin floating behind you, or you're like carrying it probably.
Yeah. Probably be double like cradle carrying it at this point.
And you walk up and say, "Yes, do you require something?"
Yes. This insurance patient needs medical assistance immediately.
Oh, okay. Give me his case number.
All right, here it is.
Record number.
What is it on? John Willoughby and
Name, anything like that, yeah. So she types in and says, "Okay, we can have him brought in for the doctor to see him immediately. For future reference, you can call our facility via any sort of radio and organize pickup."
It needed.
We were the organized pickup.
Yeah. It was most efficient for us to transport.
Very well. And she makes a call, and Willoughby is brought away. Like, you guys sort of lead him over into like an emergent ER sort of operating theater, and moving back there, you run across Dr. DeMarvo again, the sort of like purple-skinned, horned guy who you talked to before, Rudge. And he kind of like looks, holding like a tablet sort of thing, examining, and says, I didn't expect you to be back so quickly with this patient especially."
Why is that?
"Oh, figured that would not be something of a lost cause, but it seems you've recovered him, and alive."
Yes, it much longer though, and he would not be. We hit a good window of opportunity.
"I suspect that you encountered conflict in the retrieval," he says, like looking at your like shredded and like heavily damaged chest armor and Zero's damage.
Like, yes, there was quite a bit of hostiles at the body site.
I see. If you wait around here for a bit, we can organize your pay for the help.
So, have I proven myself useful?
Allow me to give you the diagnosis after we tend to the patient. We'll see how your work is. And, he turns and like heads into the.
Oh, I fucked up his lungs. I don't understand.
You say that?
Yeah.
He kind of frowns as well. We'll see what we can do about that. Like, I don't know what that thing was, but yeah, it didn't work.
There may be a filter from a G232 rifle in his throat.
Yes.
Or do you just have like a hole in his lungs with like a gas mask air filter just like taped onto it? No, you took that out, so it's just a filter. But yeah, so you guys sit in the waiting room for another hour while they're doing that. But in the end, Dr. DeMarvo steps back out, and they would offer some medical treatment to you, Rudge, if you want, from your injuries.
Oh yes, I will definitely accept. I would like a nap as well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you have not the most comfortable place to rest, but a place which would be complimentary.
Willow would just sleep on the box.
Okay, yeah, you don't really need. So you're just gonna sit on the box, like out front of the hospital?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Actually, she didn't like inscribe on the side of the box, "Leave me alone."
There you
go. All right. So yeah, and then Rudge, you get into the hospital and just take like a rest on basically like a cot in a closet. And are you gonna accept medical help from them? Okay.
Yeah, the doctor's a alien or something, right?
Yeah, they have experience with non-human anatomy, and you are a mammalian, so you're fairly close to a human.
Okay.
not a blob.
Right. Yeah. My blob could be Rudge.
Yeah.
But not the other way around.
So the but after like about an hour or so, Dr. DeMarvo comes back into you, Rudge, and says, "Well, I must say you performed admirably. It's doubtful that this patient would have survived if there hadn't been a skilled surgeon at the scene."
As I said, the small
and
window.
You repaired damage to his heart and spine.
Yes.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that the spinal damage that you repaired likely saved him some significant motor functionality in the long term. If that had not been tended to, he probably would have been looking at the very least, a very costly replacement.
Oh, I'm glad I could help him somehow. He's been through a lot.
Indeed. It seems that he'll make a full recovery with enough replacement parts. He conveys his gratitude to you.
Ah, he's conscious.
Yes, actually said he was interested in speaking to you if you are willing.
May as well. Let me get up.
But for services rendered, and he kind of like holds out a little like plastic chip.
Okay.
That is, let's see here, a standard fee of 5% of our total bill. So 23,000 credits and 20,000 credit bonus for combat retrieval.
Ah.
So a total of 43,000 credits. Which is an amount of money. You have no idea, like...
Is that...
well, you think like it's a pretty big amount of money, I guess, because the prices at the Traveler Inn, which is the only real reference you have, like, a room there was like 40 credits.
Okay, so we could stay at the inn indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
we retired there.
Yep. Was that each or total?
That was total.
Okay, 43 split. I can't.
One credit stick.
Oh, I suppose
And we actually split it.
21.5.
What'd you say?
21.5.
Okay, but we only have one credit stick, so.
Yeah, I mean, you have one. Yeah, I mean, you could fairly easily, if you want to go to the bank, you could get well, I don't know. You might not necessarily know that. So.
Yeah, we don't know. So yeah, in game. All right, thank you.
Yep. It's like I have this little piece of plastic, and it's
I'll snap it in half and give it to me.
Yep. Oh my god.
You are at least familiar with digital currency, so
Yeah.
you know that would not work.
God, what an ass.
But it would be funny.
It'd be pretty funny.
Brunhilde was here.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. She'd take that and immediately break it into like threes. Here you go. No! Ah, for fuck's sake.
God damn it.
No, Gary would snatch it out of her hands if he saw her about to break it.
Yep.
Like, no.
Alright, so and do you want to go speak with Willoughby?
Mm-hmm. I'd be like, Willow, do you want to go meet our or the guy we saved?
No, she doesn't care.
Okay.
I mean, like, in all honesty, she's probably like really curious to start like dilly-dallying with her like mechanical shit.
She's just sitting and thinking about all the stuff she can make with the pinata.
Exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like she's drawing.
Actually, since I never got a second card, I don't think I would have ever even come out to talk to you if you're out on that.
Well, I mean, you could always just radio to her.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I'd be like, oh, I have one. I'll just go into myself. So.
All right. Yeah. So you walk in. It's like a hospital bed. He's still obviously missing all of his limbs, but it's everything's been cleaned and like his chest has been reassembled.
That's good.
And he speaks with a kind of like very like heavy sort of rasp, and you see one like the one cyber eye kind of like look over towards you.
He's speaking with a rasp because I jammed a fucking filter that didn't fit.
Yeah, his respiratory system's not doing super great right now. But he says, I get a good look at you. Told that you'd really put me back together.
As much as I could, given the circumstances. They really did a number on you. Sorry we couldn't get there earlier.
Sounds like I owe you my life, so thanks. Wouldn't well, going out like a pig at a slaughterhouse isn't exactly my way of, well, it's not the way I would want to go.
No, there are better ways.
Sure as hell, a lot better ways. So, as I recover from this, swing by the Holloway Hotel, I'll buy you a drink.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe we can get a little bit of a lay of the land from you.
Sure. It's gonna be a bitch and a half to replace all my parts, but well, that's what insurance isn't for, right?
That is indeed. I'm glad we weren't doing a corpse retrieval.
Me too. What's your name?
It's Rudge.
Rudge. I'll remember that.
Good. I guess. What were you doing down there in that area?
Just usual stuff.
Didn't seem like.
Let my guard down. Stupid.
You from around here? Around these?
Yeah, I do work. Well, less these days, but wet work mostly. Makes me a lot of enemies.
Wet work. Like underwater?
Sometimes.
I haven't seen a lot of water around here.
No, not very common.
So yeah, I have no idea what that means. I mean,
Yep.
Rudge doesn't. But not gonna. It's like, okay, well, nope, that's.
Apparently, it's made up a lot of enemies. So
yeah, I'm not gonna look like an idiot. So, done talking about that.
This little shit's got the drop on me.
Well, if we need a extra hand, seems we're gonna be around here for a minute or two. Maybe after you get all your parts back together.
It's gonna take a minute or two to do that. That's for sure.
You said insurance will cover it?
Yeah, I'm just thinking a couple weeks until I can move around a little better. Get some new limbs. Probably gonna dip into the old bank account a bit, but whatever. Money's meant for spending.
Well, I hope it all works out, and I see you out there again.
Working out better because of you, so that's all I ask for.
Happy to help.
Yeah.
This world sucks. I need to do what I can.
Yeah, sure shit does. Well, I'm gonna go into a drug-induced coma for a couple of days, so
Have a good.
Yep. Have fun.
Yep.
Yep,
So-
I walk out.
All right. So I assume you take a rest. Just like sleep for quite a bit. All right, so it's probably it's like almost morning at this point. So you sleep into like early afternoon, likely. Which nobody really seems to care at the hospital. Like, you just locked in like this small room off to the side in the corner, like totally forgotten about at this point.
Perfect.
Willow, you like come into awareness. I guess wake up isn't really the right word. You come into awareness in the morning, and you are aware of a man. In kind of like a flare, like an orange sort of flare jacket, standing at the base of your piñata, and he seems to be writing on like a notepad or something.
Can I help you, sir?
He kind of like looks up at you and like squints a little bit. Says, "This isn't a parking spot. You're parking on the sidewalk. I'm writing you a ticket."
What's a ticket?
He kind of like shows you the piece of paper that he just wrote on and like slaps it onto the piñata.
Like, I don't understand. What am I? Wait. So what's the ticket for?
You're not allowed to park here with whatever this is.
I'm not parked, it's a crate.
Well, it can't be here.
I can move it if you'd like, and I'll just pick it up.
Well, it's too late. I already wrote you the ticket.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Go over to the police precinct and pay it.
What? I don't have any money. I'm sleeping on the box.
Well, that's not my problem.
What happens if I don't pay it?
You get in trouble.
With who? For how?
The parking administration. Just read the ticket.
Well, yeah. So most of my American language is speaking, not so much writing. Although writing is mostly schematics, so I can't read it.
Kind of like fine print, and.
Can you read it to me? Because I'm not sure exactly what some of this means. Like, what does parked in this location mean? It's a box. How can it park?
Give me a trust intimidate roll to annoy, unintentionally.
So 68. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Is that a success?
I mean, I think anything under 98 is a success these days.
For trust intimidate.
Yeah. I think she's close to max with leveling up to 5 now. I can take a quick peek.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Really?
I mean, it's her pheromones. Oh, she doesn't have her visor up, so it'd be more of just skill at this point. Yeah, she'd annoy him probably. Because she's definitely not using her pheromones because she has her environmental suit up.
Right.
So yeah, that's a failure.
Okay. So he very briskly reads out the basics and then he walks away. It doesn't seem to be very well enforced.
Yeah, I was gonna say she just dropped on the ground.
Yeah. Like,
set it on fire
maybe
with plasma.
if you lived here, maybe it would be a problem for you, but you don't, so it doesn't really matter. He's got no identification, so
I like Will's just trying to, like, in all ways of like police enforcement, she's trying to figure out how this would mean anything to her.
Since you don't have any sort of like registration or identification, it's basically just like honor system. If you report and pay your fine, which is 100 credits, by the way.
She has no, she's just like, nope. No, she'll just ignite it like poof into ash.
All right. Yep. So then,
nope.
A little while later, Rudge, you come to and are probably quite hungry.
Oh man, that was a good sleep. Well, Zero, let's find some grub. And we leave the hospital.
Okay. Let's see.
I go outside and hey Willow, you slept here all night?
Yes, it's quite comfortable actually.
I don't believe you, but that's all right.
You see, like she's probably like inscribed a shit ton of things on the top of like the thing, because she's probably literally just like it's in her own language, so no one else here will know what it is.
What is all this?
So she just draws it, and like when she like makes a mistake, she just like heats it up and erases it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, every metal surface is a whiteboard for you.
Yeah, she's like, that's schematics for my first drone.
Oh, all right.
She just like picks up the box and holds it sideways to show him better.
Neat.
Like you would a picture, like a picture frame.
Yep.
See, look.
All right. So I need to eat food. Like
There's some in the backpack, I think, if you want some food, unless you want to try and pay for some here.
what's in the backpack?
You got like some rations.
Yeah.
Oh no,
You can
those
just eat that.
those are for the trail.
All right. Where are we gonna eat then?
I don't know.
You want to go eat more bugs?
Possibly. Let's go to the assorted shops. No, I don't know about those, do I?
Yeah, you do. There's a bunch of shops down this like main way here, which are all like clustered together. So I didn't list them all out on the map here, and you probably wouldn't know every single one just from there. But yeah, if you just kind of like want to walk down that way.
Well, the only thing I require is a nice glass of water, and I'm assuming not a single place here can give me a nice glass of water.
Why not? There's a river.
She just looks straight down at like the fact that everything is just dirty.
That river was super polluted.
Oh.
Yeah.
You would not want to drink from that.
Like, I have good filtration systems in my environmental armor, but I'm still not going to risk that.
Well, I mean, I can purify the water. It wouldn't take that long. Some sort of equipment.
Let's just go get you food first.
Um,
I still have water.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Alright, so yeah, you guys take a walk down there and go to the shops. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick before we do that.
I might as well get a drink.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna let my dog out too, so if I'm a couple minutes late, just keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna buy you a floral necklace.
Perfect.
right.
Blaine said he's letting the dogs out, so just go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think he's back.
No, he just said just go ahead.
Okay.
Quick, go.
So, downtown area is,
Downton Abbey.
yep. No Downtown Abbey. So there is like a cafe of some sort that you find. That's probably the first thing you find, like a partially open cafe, fairly contemporary for this time. I mean, this street is like the fanciest place you've ever been to on this planet. Which is to say, it's like
not made of dirt and stone and
yeah.
shit.
I mean, it's like an adequate
living
comparison to like a slightly futuristic like city downtown area.
Ooh.
Which for you, of course, is like incredibly primitive still, but yeah. So there's the cafe. You can go there and get some food. They've got like muffins and pretzels.
Sweet.
Yeah. They have water, but it's drinking water.
You say that.
So
You didn't say it with a lot of confidence.
it appears to be fairly clean if you ask to inspect their water, which I'm sure you would.
Yep.
It doesn't. I mean, it seems adequate. You would probably not be sick from drinking it.
Okay.
But it's not any like fairy spring water.
Okay, I tried.
Alright, I'm
some.
back.
It tastes a little bit irony.
Be like, well, it's water. I bet you would taste all the impurities, but you can drink it.
Especially if it tastes irony.
Yeah, I mean, it's a like a cafe, and they have drinking water. It might not be up to your standards for good water, especially since you've had like pure like fairy spring water and stuff.
That's okay. That's what filtration systems are for.
Yeah, I mean, if you run it through your filtration system, it's
Yeah, I
adequate.
mean, chances are probably what I'd do is I'd just take whatever water they have and just pour it into my reservoir for my suit. So.
Yeah, so they have like a variety of sort of breakfasty kind of like cafe foods, maybe like a egg sandwich. If you want to get like a couple of different things to pretty much fill yourself up, it would be like 10 credits for like a sandwich and a muffin and something.
Okay, and then how much?
Try out the local food.
How much for water to fill up?
Water, that'd be included. Like a glass of water for each of you would be included in the 10 credits.
Okay. And how much to fill up a flask? Another.
Like 3 credits for a flask.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's fairly decent food.
Okay. Awesome.
Nothing crazy, but it's adequate. The actual, you would consider it to be like, real food. So
Yeah.
Yeah, food is food.
Yep.
So looking down as you guys get your food and kind of look around outside at the other assorted shops, there are a lot of them, but those that may the ones that might catch your interest in no particular order are the Holloway Armory outfitters, of course, which is like, it seems like the all-purpose like explorer adventurer type stop where like any travel supplies, weapons, armor, everything like that. There is also Zalfiel's magic shop. The El Paso. Let's see. The El Paso Psychic Healer Society. the Wild Bronco Arena, the official Wilkes Laser Store, and the Bandito Arms El Paso outlet.
That reminds me, I need to stop at one of those places.
Which one? There's a lot of places.
I think it was a bandit place. I'm trying to remember, actually.
If you're talking about the Snake Kings, like little side quest, it was the Bandito Arms was their supplier.
Okay.
Yeah, I told the king that I would stop in there and check into his was a missing shipment. Is that what it was?
Yeah, their normal like gun runners hadn't come through yet.
Yeah. So
they wanted to ask what gives with that, pretty much.
Yeah. So I figured it was the least we could do, seeing as we were in the area, and he gave us a place to stay for the night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. So I mean, those are there are again others if you think of some other like specialty that might also be there, but those are the main ones that catch your eye when you walk by. They've all got big signs.
I think
Wilkes and Bandito both have like a sort of company logo type sign.
I mean, I feel like we should maybe just stop at the Bandito place and take care of our official business before moving on.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
The Bandito Arms one has like like the classic Wild West bandit with like the bandana tied over his mouth and like a revolver pointed in front of him.
Nice.
They must be referring to the 2020 coronavirus outbreak.
Yep. Well, except for if you're in Texas, there's no mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have guns but no masks. Yep.
Yep.
Just guns.
Yep.
Just the guns. Yeah, so you guys step into the Bandito Arms outlets. There are a bunch of different weapons in here. Surprise, surprise. There's a couple pieces of armor. They all seem to be in like a sort of Western style. Like there's a lot of revolvers, like sort of things like that.
That's actually awesome. That's what my pistol looks like too.
Yeah, they seem to be like fairly decent quality. They're certainly not on par with like Nalian technology, but they're respectable.
Yeah, I mean they're
respectable weapons.
Like private industry kind of thing.
Yeah, like they're at least on par with the nicer stuff that you've seen from like people recently. So yeah. But the guy at the front desk wearing like a cowboy hat and he's got big long sideburns. Says, "Hey there, how can I help you?"
Yeah, so I'm actually, as much as I would like to admire some of your stuff, I actually came on a little more official business.
Official business, eh? Well,
yeah. Goddamn, what the hell is that? Snake King? What was his name again? I don't want to get the wrong name here.
It's in Roll20 chat.
It's
up here. It's also in my notes.
Levi Granger, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here on behalf of Levi Granger, the Snake King. He mentioned to me he asked me to inquire about his late shipment and to figure out why it's late and if I could get it on its way.
Oh yeah, I heard of that feller. Up the river ways. Yeah, some of our runners go by that settlement. I know they're good customers up there. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say, to Mr. Granger, who king up there, and our runner hasn't made contact yet this year. We lost connection to our supplier out west, so I don't know. may be some trouble. Region between here and there is a little